Hello, empathic healers. Do you internalize judgment and criticism? Are you ready to dig deeper? Grab your journal, got mine, and journal with me. So today we're talking about love and self-image and sacral chakra or solar plexus chakra energy. So this is big internalizing stuff. Let me not jump ahead. Introduce myself first. My name is Robin Knott, and I'm your host of Energy Healing TV and podcast on YouTube, Rumble, and Spotify, and the founder of the EnergyHealingSchool.com. As always, if you would like to know a little bit more about me, you can check out my About sections, depending on what platform you're looking at. There will be something in there. So again, and welcome to the Energy Healing Lifestyle Journal, right? So we're on self-care. It's our self-care challenge. It's day 31. So now again, let me repeat the journal prompt. So how we do this, to be aware, assess, and align. We want to be self-aware, what's going on with us. Assess that energy. Is it in alignment with the source of unconditional love? And if not, what is an action step we could take to get closer in alignment with the source of unconditional love? And again, sometimes it's just journaling and it's just holding space and it's just allowing ourselves to feel, right? Not pushing stuff aside to make it an action step. The action is to sit and hold space for ourselves. So I wrote down the journal prompt as we do. Write it out. Ask ourselves, do you internalize judgment and criticism? And then wait for that answer and see what comes in for you, what comes into your awareness. So, of course, the answer was yes, right? There are times at least that, and again, think back to childhood. Maybe we do or don't do it anymore, but we might have some old stuff left over. So, as kids, when you think of what you know as a child, like how your brain processes and processes information, our level of understanding at that time, we really can take things to heart. We can really take things very personal, right? Because we don't know any different. So if we are judged and criticized, then oftentimes we do internalize that, and then we see it as being who we are, right? All solar plexus chakra energies. When we talk about personal power, yeah, there's a bunch of icky criticism and judgment sitting in there, right? So if you haven't cleared it out yet, we can get started and do that. So being mindful and aware of one, where it comes from, two, that it happens, three, if it's still there and shows up for us, right? So again, oftentimes, and then just clearing up that understanding. So almost like looking at ourselves, the younger version of self, if you will, and just saying, hey, you know what? You didn't know any different then, but we know different now. So let's reevaluate the whole situation. At the time that we might have experienced judgment and criticism and started to internalize it and personalize it, that personalization became a pattern, right? A thought pattern. So each time something came in that felt like criticism or judgment, we internalized it more. It changed the way we believed about ourselves, right? So remember, the energy flows up and down. It might not have come up to the heart space yet for like forgiveness and showing more love, and it dipped back down into the feelings, the emotions, where it was painful and it hurt, and with their sadness and whatever else we feel when we feel judged and criticized. And then again, internalize deeper into the root chakra, and it becomes rooted into our existence. So we think, right? At least the image of ourself, which is back up into the solar plexus chakra. So you can see it's just like that cycle of energy coming back up and down between the root, the sacral, and the solar plexus until we break the cycle, as we talk tomorrow, in the heart space. So again, each time we might feel that criticism or judgment, we can still personalize it. Might still be in the pattern now, right? There are times now well, we might think someone's upset or angry with us, and then we personalize it. We think because someone didn't like something, you know, mom gets irritated because when I went to the store, they didn't have what she wanted. Well, she's irritated because the store didn't have it, but I might still be in that pattern of internalizing it, right? She's mad at me. She's mad at me because I couldn't bring her back what she wanted. right? Do you see the difference in that, though? She's not mad at me. I can't control what the store has. Or if she was mad at me, it's misdirected, right? I can't control what a store has or doesn't have. But the pattern that we're in, we jump to that conclusion that because you are upset or you're passing a judgment, if you will, or you're criticizing a situation, I'm jumping to the conclusion, assuming that you are criticizing me, that you are putting that judgment on me, right? So then we internalize that energy more, feed that back into our self-esteem, our self-image, feelings of unworthiness, insignificance, all the things that come along with it, feeling icky, feeling disappointed. We might start on the blame, shame, and guilt trend, right? And then goes down and again, rooted into our experience, into our existence, into who we believe that we are. So what else came up in the journal we can talk about today? Oh, defensiveness. So when you get in these patterns, another pattern you might get into is being on the defense. Again, just assuming. So maybe on my way back from the store, they don't have what she wants. I'm just creating a situation, you guys. They don't have what she wants. So I'm already on guard, right? I'm already defensive. I know how she's going to react. Make those assumptions, right? Because we predict and we know everything. I know how she's going to react. I know what she's going to do. And I'm going to feel this way. And I've already kind of created the situation before I even made it back to the house. Because we can do that in the defense. So then we walk in ready, on guard to defend ourselves, right? You guys do that? Can you think of a time? Is it showing up in your journal? Forgive me, I'm just like readjust here. What else? And then again, just that trend of ego, right? Ego grabs all of that stuff, beats ourselves down. How could you do this? Why do you do that? Or even when it comes up into our awareness, when we're like, oh, it had nothing to do with me. I just personalized a situation. And then the ego wants to start the chatter on that too, right? You know better, you should be healed, or you're more spiritual than that now, you should be more healed than that now, or you should be doing more healing on that. And why haven't you been doing healing on that? And more judgment and more criticism from the humanist ego. I'm laughing, but it's how it works, right? Let me know if that has come into your awareness recently. If it hasn't yet, if it will, or if it does when you do your journaling process. That was it for me, you guys. So let me know if you finish watching this video, what comes in for you. Do you internalize judgment and criticism? Do you recognize, are you aware of times that you feel like you're on guard? Like you feel like you just know how people are going to react or respond. So you're ready to defend yourself, right? Do you feel like when someone expresses disappointment in a situation, that it's directly at you or you? I know that there are times, sometimes people are very direct, but I'm just referring to the times when maybe it's not, right? Maybe there's part of our own habit. Because again, this is really about self-awareness. And the self-awareness is just for that, because once we know something is going on, we have we have an opportunity to change it. It's empowering. It's not the human ego, blame, shame, and guilt to go, oh, see, you did it again. Here we go again. Oh, right? No. The idea is to be empowering, to bring it to the awareness. We can hold space, feel it to heal it. Allow it to release. Allow it to release. Allow it to heal. Allow ourselves to move forward, right? We do not have to stay stuck in the gunk. We don't. It's empowering. We can't make choices for other people. We can't dictate and determine what they do, right? But we can set the boundaries for ourselves, and then we can focus on us, and we can change what's in it with us, within us. I can change the patterns of my own thoughts. I can change this pattern of internalizing judgment and criticism, right? I made a response to a dear person about let's start internalizing the positive, right? The love and the good characteristics that we carry. Isn't it interesting how humans want to go straight for the negative? Like we'll hold on to and repeat the negative all day long. But we have those, have some love and good characteristics, and we're like, meh, minimize it, dismiss it, blow it off, right? Have you noticed that? I just saw something on Facebook not long ago where it was a great example where a professor, teacher, instructor, I think it might have been for high school kiddos, was doing math, right? Went all the way through, and on the very last one, purposely put the wrong answer, and everybody laughed and chuckled. But he made the point, like, why is it that we could do the right, quote unquote, the right thing, or we can do something very well, or we can, have those great qualities presenting themselves, sharing love in the world over and over and over and over and over, and there's silence, right? There's no recognition, acknowledgement, awareness of it. But that moment we make a mistake, boom, there's judgment, there's criticism. We do it to ourselves because people have done it to us. I'm sure we've done it to others as well, that projection, right? That was something else that came up in my journal. Being mindful, keeping our awareness. Again, it's not blame, shame, and guilt, inward or outward. But oftentimes, and it's not a free pass for people's junk either, just for our own healing, there are times when people, what we're receiving is their projection of their own wounds, right? Their own stuff that's unhealed. Again, it's not a free pass, it's not an excuse, but it's to separate. It's an opportunity to detach and be able to say, oh, that's not mine. It wasn't directed to me. And although it wasn't fair in how it was projected on me, it's theirs. And the reason why they're doing it again isn't because I'm so worthless or insignificant. It's just they have their own stuff to heal, right? But I can do mine. I can make take care of me. It's empowering. I can break my own patterns. I can break my own habits, right? I can feel better. When I feel better, when I break those patterns, if people still project their stuff because they're still battling their own inner wounds, if you will. Yes, I wanted to say demons. That was just the word that came, but that's language that we use sometimes, right? Just because they're battling their own inner stuff, I don't have to react or feel the same way about it all the time, right? They can still be wherever they need to be, and I can be in a better place for me, right? So let me know how you find this video. Share what comes up for you if you are comfortable in doing so. If you are not already attuned to Reiki and you have been feeling called to do so to help with your healing journey, check the description. New links are also in there for you. I think that is all for today. As always, your homework, right? Continue to check in with you. Do your journaling process. We want to be aware, assess your energy, and get into alignment, if you're not already, with the source of unconditional love. If you haven't signed up for the Empathic Healers Masterclass, please do that also. And meet me back here tomorrow where we will talk about heart chakra energy and forgiveness and transformation. So take good care of you. So much love. Bye, guys.